All right. And we turn our TikTok on. Welcome to another Woods Report. So we having technical issues. Lenora cleared out her cache on her computer and it wiped out the passwords.
I had the Geek Squad help me yesterday. So she can't blame that all on me.
No, I'm saying it messed up the password.
I don't know what they did a lot of fixing up because my machine was almost losing memory of holding files.
Okay.
So they took remote control over my thing. Mm-hmm. We had to do a lot of restarts.
They cleared your history.
I did that today too. I had to.
That's what did it. It was the history. It was the cleared history.
Know the history so we can always be ready. That's a point to make today.
What? Know your history.
Know your history so you'll know you can move forward if you know the history. You know the settings, history.
So she know going forward, when you clear your history,
when you
clear your passwords.
When you clear your cache and your history because you have to log on to a major website, you have to do that.
Right.
Because it's a glitch.
Right.
But you keeps picking up the old one and I'll never get on that website.
But you got to understand when you do that, you got to sign back into all those things.
That's what I just said. You was helping me do that. But there's no way around that.
Yeah.
Because I can't get to the website that our clients want us to update.
So we not on Facebook Live right now. We only on YouTube Live right now.
That's more important.
So hello YouTube. We have to later on go live on Facebook and Twitch. I put upload the video. And then TikTok is live. So we only on YouTube right now. But that's fine. That's fine. When we exit out of here, we'll sign into Facebook again. And if you clear your history, go back and log into Facebook again.
Okay. I'm going to set the record straight.
All right, go ahead.
When I clear my history and my cache, the most important thing I need to access is the email.
All right.
Her email that gives me the links to what we're going to talk about.
Right.
Why would I go to Facebook?
All right. Everybody relax and calm down. All right. So the first
link that I got to. Go ahead.
Is Donald Trump.
It's Trump a lot today.
So I'm going to do them all at one time.
Okay.
So Donald Trump is in the news. My mom must have called me 16 times today. Don't forget to talk about Donald Trump. Oh. Don't forget to talk about, it's like a soap opera with her, with Donald Trump. God. Am I right, Mom? Yeah. She wasn't even watching CNN until Donald Trump became president. Mm-mm. All of these news outlets need to thank Donald Trump because people who never watch any of this stuff.
Fox News, CNN, NBC.
They only watching because he's an idiot.
What's the news today?
And they want to see
what they fighting about. What are the politicians fighting about?
That's the only reason.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and all of them fighting and crazy.
So it's a soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
So she called me 4 times. At one time was the Carol lady is taking him back to court. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other time is he had to appear on video today to testify for the Stormy Daniels thing. It's so much. So the first one was the judge literally called him to come to court to tell him what he can and what he cannot say.
Okay.
A grown man. The man who people are voting for the president of the United States of America, the commander-in-chief of our country, was called in today by a judge to tell him what you can and what you cannot say.
How did he respond to that? Because he don't like nobody telling him what to do.
What, Ma?
His arms were folded.
His arms were folded.
Like a pouting boy.
And he was upset.
Like a boy that pouts and you tell him, no, Junior, no.
Yes. So let's see. Now, I don't have a picture of him with the pouting arms, but that's him.
Okay.
He looked mad here going up on his aircraft. But
he don't wear a hat because that hair be blowing.
No, he don't wear a hat.
He should.
He does. Remember, he'll wear his hat.
The cap.
The cap.
That make America a great cap.
And he golfs. He wears the MAGA hats.
Oh, he needs to wear that because that hair be flying.
And the golf, when he golfs.
At the airport.
He wears a hat.
Okay.
But he was not happy being called in. Now, this is for the Stormy Daniels case. It says Donald Trump criminal trial is set for March 2024. Judge informs Trump what he can't say about the hush money case. They don't want him to do what he's doing with that Carol thing.
Okay.
They don't want him getting on there saying Stormy Daniels looks like a horse. Stormy Daniels is ugly.
She's not my type.
She's not my type, and you're not my type, attorney. They don't want he don't want no shenanigans.
No shade throwing.
No shenanigans. Okay. Just stick to the case.
Okay.
And that's
hard for him to do because that's all he does.
A New York judge has set a trial date of March 25th, 2024. So we got to go through this to a whole another year for the criminal case against former President Donald Trump, potentially setting up a media spectacle in the middle of the Republican presidential primary season. How much are we going to bet that he is going to break this gag order?
Yes.
And how much are we going to bet that the judge is going to call him in and tell him that he's under arrest for breaking that gag order?
Yes.
There is no way Donald Trump can be quiet between now and March 2024.
He's a narcissist.
There's no way.
So it's about him. And then too, if the news media brings it up, because they'll probably try to stir
they're
up.
They're gonna try to make him say something.
Mr. Trump, what do you think? What do you feel? What do you feel?
Stormy Daniels said this about you. What you think about her?
What you think about that?
She said.
She said quiet.
Donald, Mr. President, Mr. Ex-President, Stormy Daniels said your wife can't cook. What you think about that?
She said this about you. She said this about you.
They are going,
and he's gonna be like,
yeah, they're gonna try. They're gonna, and
he needs a muzzle
to make it so bad. They have stuff. I looked on the thing that his attorneys know, information his attorneys know about the case, and they're not allowed to share it with their client. They can't tell him. Because the judge doesn't trust that he won't say nothing.
I don't blame the judge. Isn't that sad that the attorneys got to keep information private, even from him, and he's their client? That's their client.
But this is the person
talks so much
that they want to vote for president. To keep the one that holds the secrets, the one that holds all the things that could destroy the country if word gets out on certain things.
Yeah.
This man.
You know what? I'm wondering with the mega, we're trying to get into the mind.
I don't understand them.
I'm trying to get into the mindset of the mega people that follow him and like him.
Yeah.
Are they people that they like reality? They like drama? They don't care about our democracy. They don't care that
these are the same people who climb the walls of the Capitol.
Our country can become like those other countries that overthrow and overtake.
They don't care.
The government.
They don't care.
And it's kind of sad.
It's sad that they think that's their best.
Yeah.
That's the best you can do.
Yeah, come
as
on,
a Republican Party.
Tear the place up.
You got 20 people running. The best you can do is Donald Trump.
They still holding on to him.
I don't know why.
There's a whole list of things that you would not trust this man to be over our government. That's scary.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate to say this. When I think about and people may get email, I may get emails for this. I really may.
You mean comments?
Comments. When you think about people like Putin, the leader of China, and other leaders that are not so nice, you almost think, wow, would I rather have Putin than this man?
Oh no,
because I don't know what Siberia. Well, I'm just saying I don't know. No, he's like at least Putin. You know what Putin is going to do. Let me clear up what I'm saying. Let me be clear on this.
Please do, because that was
the reason why I said that is because, of course, we don't want Putin to run our country because we love our freedom here. But the reason why I say this, and don't be saying I'm stupid.
I said
for saying it. No, that comment is. Yeah. The reason why I say this because when usually leaders like Putin and the man in China, what's his name?
Yeah.
They are consistent.
Okay,
as a ruler. People. Not the meanness of it, but you know what they're gonna do, Kim.
But you got a whole lot of people
I know.
Not Putin.
I know, but this man, thank you, Ma. But this man, he's all over.
We don't have a third member of the show. Talking about thank you, Ma. Go ahead.
This man, he's all over the place. We don't know what he will do if he's in office. You know what Putin would do if he's
what
in
I'm
office.
saying
That's
is,
what I meant by that.
I know, but
of
what
course,
I'm saying
this is not condoning what he's doing.
But what I'm saying is,
I
know. But what I'm saying is, I'm saving you from yourself. It's like when Kanye gave kudos to Hitler and said that there's some good things. No, I'm saying when he said there's some good things about him, people don't want to hear anything good about Hitler. He's Hitler. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going that extreme. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm using.
No, but he wasn't either. He was just making a comment.
No, I'm not going that extreme. Hitler is a totally different person.
Right.
No.
Some people don't think so. Some people think. Some people think that's okay.
No.
Putin was just tried as a war criminal for the many people that the thousands of people that he killed.
I know.
How is he different?
I'm sorry. He is not Hitler.
I'm saying for the thousands of people he killed.
I'm not condoning crazy Putin. I'm not saying that, but please do not put them on the same level.
All right, okay.
Hitler is a whole different.
Okay, but Putin.
I mean, he purposely went after people.
And Putin too.
The way he killed them, the purpose of killing them, the reason for he killed millions of Jews.
All right, move on.
Yes, he's worse. He's probably the worst of all rulers. That's what I mean.
Actually, he's not. There's some that's killed more than him. But
he's the known
right.
The known one. Today.
Right. Yeah. Okay. There's some that's killed more than him.
But that's what I meant by that. We got a difference of opinion on that, but I really don't trust this man in office because I don't know where he's coming from.
But the reason why I'm kind of shutting that down.
I see what you're saying.
The reason why I'm kind of shutting that down is because people act like if he wins, which he will, that they can't live on. Like they almost gotta take their life.
No, nobody.
Because he's the worst person in the world to be the president.
No, y'all didn't hear me say that.
No, I'm saying people say that.
People saying that. Y'all didn't hear me say that.
All right.
The only thing I'm saying is that he's not consistent. We thought we knew him, but he's all over the place.
But he actually is consistent.
No, he's not. He's not. He's changing his views on pro-life, pro-choice.
But to me, that's consistent.
Consistent with what?
Consistent with whatever the wind blows, I'm going with it.
That's not consistent because the wind can blow anyway, and it may not blow at all.
But he's consistent in the fact that he's not going to stay with whatever he says.
If you're going to be
he's consistent in the way that you don't believe what he says because he's going to change up on you.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
You do a survey to say that. To see, because this man,
to see if he's consistent? Because
you even said when he first came on board as the president, Howard Stern,
right?
I don't know why he's saying that because he don't believe that.
Right,
you don't know when he wakes up,
right?
What mood is he in?
Yeah.
He may be in a praise the Lord mood because he had a kumbaya moment.
Yeah,
he may be in a you're right. I don't like those people. Right. Let's get them. Or I may pardon her today, and the next day I won't pardon her. I don't know where he swings.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not to say he's good or bad or comparing him to Putin that he's good or bad.
Yeah, that's not,
But his heart can turn. I just want to be
clear, because it's not even about comments. I just want to be clear. This channel, for sure, I'm not putting Putin near anybody. I would not want him more than
the only reason why I said Putin as an example is that he's consistent. He is crazy. He's consistently crazy. People know you speak against him. He may not see you no more.
You don't even have to speak against
him.
I'm
just saying. He's consistent.
All right.
This man, as
but
a leader, I don't even know. He's not even a strong narcissist. Okay.
But waging war on Ukraine and killing thousands and thousands.
I feel like, is anybody on our station now?
No, they are. They listening.
Oh, because I know,
that's
Wendy,
why I want to make sure they know that that's not a statement.
Wendy, we tired of talking about him. He's inconsistent. I don't want him as leader over us because I don't know where he's going to flow. And we don't want Putin. Nobody said we wanted Putin.
You said over him.
No, I didn't say that. You keep changing my words and how I'm saying it. Don't be getting me in trouble.
We'll play back, y'all. We'll play back what was said.
No, I said it's for his consistency. He's not like him. Okay. Not that I agree. I like what he does. And, No, I would never do that. No, but what
people are going to say is that
because you can say somebody's like the devil.
No, what people...
And that's like, oh, no, they're not like the devil. The devil's evil.
I'm trying to teach
That's what I mean.
What people are going to comment is the actual words that
I don't care because I cleaned it up.
All right, that's
so fine. If they comment on anything I say, they have no leg to stand on because I am not agreeing with Putin.
So even though she said, I'd rather have Putin.
I didn't say that.
All right.
I didn't say I'd rather have. I said they're... He's consistent. Like, he's not consistent. That's the only thing I'm comparing
right.
them. I don't want neither one of them, of course, as ruler and leader of our country. But I'm just saying, as far as the consistency of that stupid narcissist in Russia and the one in China, they're consistent.
Okay.
They're crazy, and they're consistently crazy. They hurt like everybody know they're going to hurt. They offend like everybody know they're going to offend. They do things the way people check them off as a narcissist. People can't figure this man out when they check off. So that's all I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
When we done with the show, I'll play it back for her, y'all. Anyway, E. Jean Carroll asked the judge to amend the lawsuit to seek further damages for what Trump said at the CNN town hall. So again, he went on the town hall. He made comments about the E. Jean Carroll lady, the case that he just lost, and she's taking him back into trial court again to sue for more money. E. Jean Carroll has asked the judge to amend her initial defamation case against former President Donald Trump to seek an additional punitive damages after he repeated his statements at CNN town hall. So basically, he went on the town hall the day after he lost the case, and he went on to talk about her again and about how she was lying, basically, and that he never touched her, and then that was defamation. So now she has a case to take him back to court again and to sue him for even more money. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing that is with Donald Trump. And then the last thing I was going to talk about with Donald Trump was Trump was warned about retaining the classified documents. That's the part that's making his lawyers nervous, because the difference between him and Biden and Obama and Pence and all of them who had documents is that apparently they warned him not to take documents, and he took them anyway. So that's the case, and that's the reason why the lawyer feels like he's going to lose that case, because they warned him not to take them, and he took them anyway, and lied about the ones that he actually had. So that is the whole thing with Donald Trump.
So if he's doing all of this now, what people think is going to be different when he becomes commander-in-chief.
That's what I'm saying. But
it's going to even be worse.
And what I'm trying to get people to understand is I believe he will become
Joy said
Trump
today
again.
She don't think he will.
Well, what did she say? Why she don't think he going to become?
She just don't believe he will become president.
What reason did she give?
She didn't give no reason, did she, Ma? No, she didn't give reason.
She just said, I don't think he's going to become president.
She said she don't really feel that even though you saying that they're saying that the percentage is high with followers, she just don't, huh? That percentage might go down. It may go down. She said she just don't believe that he's going to be elected president of the United States. I don't know.
Okay.
He fooled us 4 years ago, so I don't know.
To me, unless
either way, we'll be ready for it, but just not to take it serious about this whole campaign.
Right. Yeah. And understand that if he does become president of the United States, it's not the end of the world. I don't know why people ripping their head out. I mean, they making it like, oh my God, if this man becomes president, it's the end of the world. It's not. There could be worse, like we just started off talking about. Mm-hmm. He's not the worst that could be the president of the United States. I don't want him to be the president of the United States. I don't know, because he's a buffoon and a clown.
But see, it goes back to what I said earlier. Let's just say, for sake of argument,
but he can't do nothing. He's a figurehead.
Let me finish. I think that even Putin and them was laughing at him. That's why they probably wanted him to be the president, because they figured, I won't get anywhere with Hillary. Biden, we really don't like, because they're serious and they know what they're doing and they can be a threat to us. This man, I can sit down and have coffee with him and we can go play golf.
But what's wrong with that? As long as they're not bothering us.
No. The point I'm making is that even if he gets back into office, he will continue his friendship with Putin.
Well, right now,
and with the China man,
right now,
and probably with Rocket Man.
But right now, what we have is Biden. Right now, we have Biden, who doesn't know what he's doing.
It doesn't matter, even with Biden's worst record.
Right now, we have Biden, who doesn't know what he's doing, and what is happening is China and Russia are starting to partner with each other, which is what we don't want. So you almost want this hustler in there to keep everybody at arm's length, so everybody's happy. It's like, don't y'all? He's the type of friends with Putin. He's the type of person that will whisper to Putin, China don't really like you.
And that's just as bad.
No, so they don't ever come together.
That's just as bad as what I said earlier. Think about that. You're right. No, it's
good for us.
No, I'm saying, well, we don't know.
Yeah, if China and Russia don't come together,
because he be buddy.
Yes, if China and Russia,
because people be like, oh no, why you buddy with him? Ooh.
If China and Russia don't come together, that's good for us. That's not bad for us. We don't want China and Russia to come together.
But he ain't gonna stop. He can't stop it.
He will stop it because he's a clown, but he understands that you don't want China and Russia to become friends. If you remember when he was president, he kept saying he didn't like China. Remember the China flu and all this, and he kept making everybody against China.
But think about this: he is a buffoon, even if he gets China aroused up. We're looking at Russia. All we're concentrating is on Russia. China is just as strong.
I agree, but we don't want
China. Mess with nobody, you knucklehead.
No, but we don't want China and Russia together.
I know that, but I'm saying I honestly don't think, in my opinion, that he can keep them apart.
I think
even if he became commander.
I think he can. And then I also believe
he'll be friends with Russia and then they'll be teasing
I also
China.
believe that people's focus is wrong. You need to be focused on the smaller offices. You need to be focused on your governors. You look at what DeSantis is doing. Everybody's so focused on the president and not looking at your governor. You're not looking at your mayors. You're not looking at your congressmen, your senators. Those are the people you need to be looking at because those are the ones that directly affect your life. Directly, like my mom just said, take away Black history. Florida.
Go to my story and you'll hear about them dragging out the lower level people.
Right.
Like Fetterman.
Yes.
A part of me is like, you don't want to mess with nobody because they are looking at the top.
No, but I'm saying that's
and now they picking at the little guys.
But I'm saying that's
Santos, get rid of him. Marjorie Taylor Greene, oh my.
I'm saying that's Marjorie Taylor Greene is more, you need to be more concerned about her than Trump. She's at a level where she's actually on committees where they're making decisions about what's going on and her people, who she represents. She's more, in my opinion, a threat than he is, than Comeover.
Oh, I don't know.
But everybody keeps looking at Comeover as if he's this big monster.
Yeah, you can admit, though, he is a bigger threat, though.
No, he's not. It's the lower ones that's the bigger threat.
But he's a bigger threat than Marjorie Taylor.
Not to me. Not to me.
She can't do nothing.
Yes, she can.
She just pop. A lot of people
McCarthy.
Her number. They're even talking about it on The View. Didn't they bring it up, Mama, with her percentage of followers? That's dwindling down.
I know.
She's losing a lot of people. Because they're starting to see how crazy she is.
But the MAGA people.
I ain't scared of her for real.
The MAGA people are holding the Speaker of the House hostage. McCarthy can't do anything because he doesn't have the numbers to do anything, and he has to have their vote. You have to start looking at this level and quit looking at that top level. He's a figurehead. He can't do anything unless Congress and the Senate and the judicial committee.
He already tried to do already.
All right.
No. Whoopi said it today.
Right.
There's nothing in place legally that can keep him from being president if he's in jail.
I know, but how does that affect me?
No. The thing is, too, all levels, I get it. I get what you're saying because we want our local levels to be strong as well.
Right.
Because they push the president to do what they want to do.
He can't do anything until
But we talked about this. This man, he ruffles the feathers of our Constitution. There are things in place or not in place that he challenges. With his narcissist ways, I don't want to show my tax report. Well, there's nothing legally.
So then you are making a case for MAGA people. No, that's why they want him.
I'm not making a case. I'm just saying, I'm talking against what you're saying.
Right.
He is a problem because he ruffles the feathers
but people want that.
Not that people. I'm not talking about what people want or don't want. That's a different argument.
Right.
The point I'm making is that he is dangerous because he makes our Constitution. People see and go, oh my God, we don't have a law for that.
And what's wrong with that?
Oh my God, we need to write. Even Whoopi even said today, we need to write a law where you can't be a president or running for president while you're in jail.
So
there's nothing written that challenges that.
So you made that comment.
In a way, he's kind of devious and smart.
So you made that comment. What's wrong with somebody who challenges us and making sure that the things that we have is
keeps us on our toes.
So you making a case
it's good or bad. It can be good or bad. It depends on what it is.
Right.
He's shown people I found a way to not pay my federal taxes. Right. I filed bankruptcy. Right. I did this. And people are going, let me write that down. Let me write that down. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Right. So it's good and bad. Right. He's making our people, our country has been so proud all these years. Yes. We got everything on together. Exposing things. So it's a good thing for that. Yeah. And then on the other side, this is my part. It shakes the tree.
This is my part that I have with Trump. What? I have an issue with him, not what everybody else is saying. The stuff that you said is actually the things that's good. We need somebody in there that ruffles the feathers.
Whether you think it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
The problem that I have with Trump is that he awakens this thing of white supremacy in this country. And people feel emboldened. It's like we had more issues when he was president. More racial protests, more things. People who are racist feel emboldened when Donald Trump is president. That's the only issue that I have with him being president. Shaking up the House and the Senate and the laws.
But that's a good thing.
I don't have a problem with that.
But even to your point, if we were to write down everything we just said, people can still look at that and say good. Right. Because I've been watching documentaries where the people black people are talking about the history of us, even written in our laws, in our amendments, in our articles of all the different important documentation. There's hidden things in there as well. So the history of our country has always been racism. There's always been a problem with people of color, with white people, and so forth. He is just, like you're saying, pulling off the...
You just let you see it.
And that's good, because we need to see up front, like how you... Remember you and I used to have a difference of opinion? When you lived in the South, you said, I'd rather people be, if they're racist and don't like me,
be in your face.
Be in my face. So and I'm like, I don't want to know that you are. And you're right. They can backstab you. They can do a lot of things and I won't know.
Here's the thing.
So people go both ways with that.
You better be ready. And that's anybody that's watching. When you say you don't like Trump, you better be ready to have a list of why you don't like Trump. And when you say why you don't like him, they better be good reasons. And it can't be because he's in there, he's abrasive, and he lets people know what laws we need to change, because everything you just said is good. You're going to have to come up with some reasons why you don't like this man. And the problem that I have, and this is why I think DeSantis and all of them are on there, they make him look better. Because it's like you either get him or you get DeSantis. Right. Who do you want? You want this guy in the office that has no tolerant level for anything, diversity or anything. I don't recall that with Trump. I don't recall him going after Black history or HBCUs or diversity or LGBTQ or any of that. He don't care. He cares about money. That's all that man care about. Yeah. The problem that I would say, if I was a person that would say, if I was more liberal, is I would have an issue with him as far as him budgeting, as far as Republicans and how they cut spending, and they really don't have any level of tolerance for welfare or any of that. Right. Is that bad? Because the way that the systems are, they really do need to be broken up and rebuilt again.
They've become a what do you call it? A crutch.
Right. And I have a problem with him because when we had COVID, he called it the flu. He said it wasn't anything. They went around and said it wasn't anything. And so because of that, I feel like a lot of people died because he didn't take it serious when it came out. He has no trust of any of these, the CDC or any of these. But then on the other hand, how many of us should? They've shown so many times that they've lied and done things underhandedly. Is there really a cure for cancer and we just don't know about it? Because there's no money in it.
The bottom line is, we all know anything that happens in this earth is for a reason. Right. We may not understand it. We may not care about it. We may care too much. We may be fearful. We may not, like whatever the reason is, this is happening for a reason. Right. And you never know if God is allowing this for a reason. There's a learning in this. People of prayer, that's praying more, pray more fervently. What you said, what he's caused things to happen that's good, He's caused things to happen that's bad. He's stirring the pot up.
Right.
And he's now letting America go, wow.
And whether you like it or not, there is a large group of people in this country who want Donald Trump to win. Period. And I don't understand why Democrats and people who hate Donald Trump don't understand that. You don't beat your opponent by standing on the side yelling how bad your opponent is. What you have to do is you have to understand and you have to listen. When next time you see somebody that's a Trumpster, ask them why. And some of them say some of the most ridiculous things.
I know.
They think that
I like the suits he wears.
Joe Biden has horns under his hat. I mean, they're ridiculous.
He's a good father to his sons and his daughter.
The man has horns.
I know.
Real life horns or things like that. And you sit and go, these are real life grown people. They believe it. Like you keep bringing that McCain thing up. Obama, he's a Muslim or he's not from this, he's not born in
He's not American.
And McCain said, he is American. Where are you getting that from?
And it's not even, it's so sad because if they're gullible like her.
That's the other reason why I don't want him as president. Because Donald Trump is a reality star. He will put out information that is not true. And he understands that there are people that are dumb enough to believe it. He's smart enough to know that.
But that's why I was saying earlier that he's dangerous. I don't know where he's going to go with this. He could wake up one day and have everybody who voted him in do another January 6th situation.
Right.
It may even be a race war.
Well, it might be.
So he's just unpredictable.
Right. Unpredictable. I'd rather have, he's unpredictable.
Okay.
Don't put him with nobody else. He's unpredictable. I'd rather have a predictable person in office.
Yes, than an unpredictable.
Not, hitting Putin.
Okay. Which is his, and the sad thing about it, we going back to that, that's his friend.
I know, it's fine.
Who do you want?
Huh?
Who do you want?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Don't go to extreme like Kanye was doing.
Oh, no.
All right. And I think that's, and to be honest with you, people hate Kanye, but I think that's the problem that he has, is that he says things and he doesn't think about all the stuff he's saying. But people who like him understand what he means. In other words, Hitler was somebody's son or somebody's kid. He grew up probably playing baseball or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but nobody in the world of logic, people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that there's anything good about that man.
But we wasn't talking about Hitler.
I know, I'm just saying.
I didn't want the fact that you...
No, but people feel like that about Putin.
I don't care. Okay. But the point is, if people feel that way about Putin, then they need to be a little bit more concerned with him, with Trump being president. Okay, right. That's Putin's friend.
Okay, well then
so that's the concern there. Y'all can call me all kinds of whatever y'all want to, because the analogy was using Putin. Right. But people keep in mind, how long was he in that meeting without nobody listening? I'm gonna have a golf course built here and a hotel. Right. My friend,
it's money.
You and I together can take over Ukraine and let them go. I mean, come on.
But hold on. The problem that you have with that is that Trump doesn't have friends. It's about money.
That's what I said.
The minute Putin don't
I didn't mean it as friends, but the way that they would tie together would be... Putin was ready for Trump. That's why they was going to arrest him, right? Putin, his involvement with our election. Mama, didn't they say Putin they got proof that he was involved with our election?
No, they came out and said it wasn't. Remember that report?
Okay.
The report,
I was like, wait a minute.
No.
They look into
That's what we talked about, the Durham report.
Okay.
The Durham report showed that there was
he was not involved at all.
They was not involved. Not together. Now, maybe Russia was, but
because
it wasn't.
They hacked our systems and stuff.
But that had nothing to do with Trump.
Okay, got it. But then the fact that they hacked our systems is scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emerald says, hi, ladies. Scooby-Doo says, hi, everyone. And then everybody say hi to each other.
Okay.
Now, what's this thing with Fetterman?
They pretty much was the wardrobe problem. Because Fetterman is kind of laid back. And you probably could understand this story because you're laid back in how you dress and stuff, too. Back in our evangelist church days, we had a dress attire we had to abide by. And
you had to wear dresses.
They didn't want us wearing pants.
And I was like, I'm not wearing
all Kim wear is pants. They let Kim wear pants.
Yeah, I'm not
wearing. Of course, other people, that's not fair. I can't wear pants. Kim is wearing pants. You know, so Whoopi, of course, is going to take the side of she wears what she wants to wear.
Yeah.
But apparently, a lot of the ladies at the table wasn't in agreement. They felt Fetterman should have made a little bit better in this dress.
I feel like there's a mixture of that.
Okay.
I'm not going to wear a bikini to church.
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't.
Even if I was skinny.
Y'all get a vision.
Right. I wouldn't wear a bikini. I wouldn't wear a bikini to church. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
So
not that extreme.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. There's levels to this.
Well, you want to look at the video?
Or if you go to, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is you do, have some kind of taste.
In my opinion, well, look at the video.
All right,
because for me, it's like
Senator John Fetterman is being accused of showing a lack of respect in Congress for wearing hoodies and gym shorts near the Senate floor. So, I mean, the question, I guess, is he's not breaking any rules. What is it that makes people so upset about all of this?
Leave it to Republicans to be outraged by a grown man in shorts than the fact that children are being routinely shot in school these days.
Yeah. All right, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, Joy went from them being mad about him and what he wears to kids being shot in school. Where did she get that from? We talking about the man wearing a hoodie and some shorts.
She's saying that they are so busy pointing the finger at what people are wearing in the Senate floor or not, where they need to be concentrating on bigger
now I
stuff.
Can't say anything, so people can come and put their feet up on the desk.
And they always do Republicans versus
it's ridiculous.
They showed a picture of Ted Cruz in a jogging outfit. He had just came from jogging
and he went into
his kids up.
And he went
on the Senate floor.
Oh no,
it's the Senate floor.
No.
So it was back and forth with the ladies on this.
To me, it depends on, is there a dress code for the Senate floor?
No.
Okay.
That's what Alyssa said.
If it's not a dress code.
She says understood.
If it's not a dress code, then I think that most people, again, just having, they got to do a dress code. Again, something exposed that we don't have. So I can show up in a negligee then?
No, Kim. But Joy did say.
It's not a dress code.
Joy did say if a woman showed up in that Fetterman outfit, she'll be dogged out big time. Why can't a woman do it?
Anybody,
you know what I'm saying? A woman would really be dogged out.
This is the best way to do it.
Wearing a jogging suit.
This is the best way to answer that. Show up whatever you want to. If your people who voted for you don't care.
That's what she said.
Who said that?
One of the ladies at the table.
If
they said your people don't have a problem with
If your people who voted for you don't care, and I'm going to go another step. The people who you're addressing, the people that's in that room will listen to you and not think about what you have on. If they don't care, then I don't care. But I don't think that's true. Like, remember we was talking about gospel artists who get up and you a woman or whatever, and you got on a tight dress.
It's kind of revealing or showing you.
Even though you can say, okay, well, whatever. You can wear that out to dinner or something. But nobody's listening to you. Nobody's listening to you sing about God because all we're looking at is you and your short skirt.
It's taken away from the purpose of you being there.
So if he feels like he can get up and talk and speak or whatever, and the guys in the room who all have on ties don't feel like, well, darn, I could have wore that. If that's what we're doing, I could have dressed casual. And now all they thinking about the whole time you up there is your shorts your outfit. And your outfit. Then no. But if you said like Ted Cruz, if you said, hey guys, I apologize. I just came from taking my kids to school. You guys know I don't normally dress like this. Right. So please forgive me and listen to what I have to say.
And I think in Cruz's case, he has shown that he's been consistent.
That's what I'm saying.
But Fetterman usually dresses like that. He dresses very casual.
Well,
he doesn't wear suits a lot. And he did that in his campaign.
And if people on the floor are used to it, like this guy's a little off key a little bit, and they're used to it, and he getting bills passed that he put ahead, and the people in his area that voted for him are getting money because he's up there talking.
He's doing his thing.
And he's doing his job, then nobody cares.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's real big too.
But if
so it's very noticeable.
But if he's up there and every time he tries to get something, and they talking about what he got on.
Think about it. He would get away with if he was only 5'2". If he was Prince's height, nobody would notice his shorts and his sweat. But he's 6'9".
You know what? And I also think it's because his shorts and sweats. Like if he went, like if he wore something that was a little unorthodox, like that black man that was wearing a dashiki, and those Republican guys had a problem with his wearing a dashiki.
Why?
Yeah, but I'm saying if he wore like something, he's white, but if he was a black man, and he wore a dashiki,
what's wrong with a dashiki?
No, I'm saying that.
I mean, did they have problems with somebody wearing one
in that Tennessee?
They did.
Yeah, remember that was one of their things. They say he had to put a jacket on or something. But
I didn't know that.
If he was a black man and he wore a dashiki, and that's what he wears all the time, I don't think people would probably say nothing, because they'll be like, that guy wears a dashiki.
Like Obama could wear it. He's part African.
No, I already think he's not American. If he come in there with a dashiki on.
My dad gave me this. I'm going to wear it.
Every white person to say, I told you that man ain't American.
But he said he's part Kenyan. That's his dad's culture.
Remember we said Michelle was going to wear braids and stuff the last year, and she did.
Yes.
See? The first year, Michelle never wore braids.
No, she did.
Because you understand, black, they expect me to come in with braids.
Afro.
And an afro saying power to the people. So I'm going to wear my hair straight. I'm not, she wore no sleeves, and people lost their minds.
Talk about her arms and disrespectful to the queen.
And Hillary with the pantsuits. I remember she wore pantsuits.
I know.
And the people got mad. So if you're pushing the button a little bit, but you still look nice or whatever. Obama didn't come in there with half dread, half afro. Half dread on this side,
like Martin Lawrence,
and half afro. Angry black man.
Yes. I want to be able to. I'm biracial. So this is going to be cut off, and this one's going to be
just so y'all know, I know I'm in the middle of, Michelle is twisting my hair. So this other side going to be twisted later on tonight.
She'll braid the rest of it.
Tomorrow it'll be all locks.
They will crucify him.
So that's what I'm saying.
And not to take that word lightly. Yeah. That's a hard word.
If he's doing too much, then I don't agree with that then. Okay. So is that it with him?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Yeah. You got to have some kind of, Now, we did talk about Kanye. Adidas will finally start to move its $1.3 billion mountain of unsold Yeezy sneakers within days. Kanye got his money back. Adidas will start offloading its Yeezy stock worth $1.3 billion at the end of May. The company plans to donate the proceeds to nonprofits, including one run by Sister of George Floyd. So they're going to give to George Floyd's foundation. Adidas struggled to work out what to do with the Yeezy stock. Remember, we talked about that. After severing ties with Kanye. Kanye is going to get a portion. Adidas will start selling the 1.3 pile of unsold Yeezy sneakers and other items within days. In a statement Friday, the company said it would release an initial batch of Yeezy stock at the end of May. The first time consumers can buy Yeezy items since October, when Adidas severed ties with Kanye. A collection of new designs and older stock will be available through the Adidas website and the app.
I should go and buy mine.
The group announced last week that it planned to sell its huge stock of Yeezys and donate the proceeds to charity, but hadn't revealed further details. Now, they did say that Kanye is supposed to get a percentage, but I don't know. There's been different people saying what his percentage is going to be. A lot of people think that it's a nice size that's going to put him back up there with his money. And I think as crazy as he is or whatever, as much as he's been off, they shouldn't take his shoes and not give him money for it.
Right.
That was his shoes.
That would be truly at our face.
Yeah.
Robbery. Yeah. He needs to get something. It may not be a large that he would have gotten.
Yeah.
But something. That's his shoe.
That's his shoe. So as much as Kanye drives me crazy, I want to
buy a pair too.
You like them ugly shoes?
He has different styles.
Not the gym shoes. You like the shoe, the one that look like a slave shoe.
No, it was a different shoe that I saw that I may have to read.
I thought it was the slave shoe looking one.
Are they gonna sell it for the same price though?
They gonna go
if
cheap.
they come down. I don't want to pay so much.
I don't think it's going to be what the original price is, but we don't know.
Okay.
So I'm happy about that. I'm glad that Kanye is going to get...
I saw 2 black guys with those shoes, and they look pretty good. They look pretty nice. I knew right away they were Yeezy shoes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a different look.
They have a different look. Mm-hmm. So as much as he irritates me with the stuff that he says, I don't think that Adidas, and it's called Adidas or something like that.
It's not Adidas?
It's not Adidas. We say Adidas. It's Adidas or something like that.
But they didn't say that back in the 70s.
It's a German company.
80s.
Adidas or something like that.
Because remember Run DMC?
I think it's Adidas.
Adidas.
Well, that's why we say that. It's Adidas though.
But why they let us do that?
Because we black. And it's in a rap.
Oh, because I'm like, everybody, because of the rap song,
calls it Adidas.
Yeah. In fact, they said it in the movie Air.
I know. They say Adidas.
Wow.
Adidas.
It's like...
Well, that's kind of sound the same. Adidas.
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 Yeah.
Adidas.
Adidas. Yes, Adidas.
Wow.
So it's called Adidas.
Okay.
Not Adidas.
Wow.
But I'm glad that because they don't care. If they didn't get any public scrutiny, they would have kept them on in the first place. Mm-hmm. The company we already know has ties to Nazis. So they would have said nothing about what he said. They just said, don't do that again. That's why he thought he would be able to say what he wanted and they wouldn't cut their ties with him.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
But I'm glad that he's getting his money, and
that's his product.
That's his product.
Okay.
So you'll be able to get your ugly shoes if you want to. Waltz signs a red flag order universal background checks for guns into law. This is the first state, I think, to do that. Governor Tim Waltz last Friday signed into law a sweeping public safety and judiciary budget bill that creates 2 new restrictions on firearm possession and sales. In a Capitol reception room packed with gun control advocates, lawmakers, survivors of gun violence, and others, the second-term DFL governor credited DFL for getting the bills across the finish line. And he said that the measures will make Minnesota, so you know where it's coming from, a safer place to live. They have one of the highest crime rates. Did you know that?
They do?
Minnesota?
I didn't know that.
Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
Minneapolis.
More than Chicago?
Well, that's the George Floyd thing and all of that. Remember all of that? I understand our rights as Americans to do these things, but I refuse to allow extremists to define what responsible gun ownership looks like and to make this about the Second Amendment, Waltz said. This is not about the Second Amendment. This is about the safety of our children and our community. The plan makes Minnesota the 20th state to enact what are known as red flag protections, designed to remove firearms from those deemed a danger to themselves and to others. Now, that brings on a question. Who determines if you are a danger to yourself and to others?
Thank you. Because the situations of the recent shooters, did family members, friends suspect that, oh my God, John Jr. It's got some issues, and I don't know.
That's my question. Is it going to be a judge? Is it going to be a doctor? Who's going to deem whether you're a danger to take your firearm away from you? So that's my first question.
And to come get the firearm, you may get fired. They may fire at you.
It also expands criminal background checks to private transfers of firearms. Now that I agree with. So like you doing these gun shows and stuff, they got to do background checks and all that stuff too. Not just, you can't just sell guns under the table.
Well, maybe with going back to the red flagging, maybe they're telling people who notice a mental situation and you know that person owns a gun, go ahead and flag them and call us and we'll come check them out.
It just says, under the proposal, more firearm sales will be subject to background checks and it will be easier for concerned family members and law enforcement, that just answered our question, to temporarily remove guns from people. I don't know about that.
Because anybody can call and say you are something happening to you.
And it said law enforcement. Do we really want law enforcement to say that you are not
like I said, it may cause another situation where they come in to get it and you may use it on them.
Gun rights advocates mounting strong opposition to the measures as they move through the Capitol, and they said the law will not address the underlying issues that spur gun violence. I don't know about this. I'm torn between this. Because we keep saying we do need more gun control, which I do believe in.
Well, who would come get
But
the guns?
why is it that the police officers get to determine whether you're unstable?
What do you mean?
They unstable.
No, are you saying
some of them?
Go back to what you were reading. Are they determining that they're unstable,
That's
or they're
what it
the ones
said.
that physically come to get it?
No, it said that it said law enforcement and family members.
And what about it? They
can say you're not physically,
and the police comes to get it, get the gun. Now, who else can? It would make sense that they would, because under safety rules, they would be the only ones. Them or military. Somebody got to come in.
Let's see how this
get your gun.
Let's see how this works out. I don't know if this gonna work out good.
You don't think?
Like you said, who gonna come get it?
Let's think for sake of argument. People,
you can't even take car keys out of people's hands that don't want to drive.
No, especially when they
get older or whatever.
Alzheimer's.
Try taking car keys or from somebody drunk.
My friend had problems with her dad. He got physical with her, and he had dementia, or no, he had the Alzheimer's, beginning Alzheimer's. They would get scared when he would drive, and he would end up in a whole nother state.
See?
And don't know where he was and couldn't come home. So they had to eventually take the keys.
See? Watch out.
And they got physical. He got physical. He got angry.
See?
So let's say, for sake of argument, we know people who got a lot of guns in their home.
Yeah.
Whether they keep them in a safe, in the basement, whatever. Let's just say, for sake of argument, some mental breakdown with them. And the family members are noticing, oh my God, he's acting strange or she's acting strange. Officers, they got like 70 guns. We need you to come get them. Okay. You think he's going to let the officers in? So
you know what you got to do? You know what you got to do?
What can you do?
You almost got, again, the same with the keys. You can't be like, I'm taking these keys from you because you can't drive. You got to hide the keys.
Sneak them.
So you almost got to figure out a way for them to arrest them and lock them up and then get all the guns out the house. You can't just come there and take people's guns and say you're not mentally.
Yeah.
You're not mentally. We gonna come get your guns because, excuse me, sir, your family says that you physically not able to mentally.
They don't even sound right.
So we're gonna just move out, sir. Move out the way, sir.
We need to follow you. Where are your guns hide? Where do you keep your guns?
Sir, can you point us to where all of them are, the ones buried in the backyard too?
Because think about it, how you gonna get him if he locks them up and he has a key?
And what if he buries some in the backyard?
And he has a thing to a latch or something?
Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this law.
That's a tough
See,
one.
But yet we want more guns. Now I do agree with the one about more background checks. That one I do agree with.
Or the people selling them.
I agree with the more background checks.
Okay.
I don't like that other part about because your family members or the police officers see you as unfit, they can come get your guns.
But they red flagging you.
See,
and let's just say, for sake of argument, you don't get them, nobody says anything, and that person takes a life in some school or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard
one. All right. Well, AI has finally struck. Remember we kept saying, when is AI going to strike?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen with AI? What's going to happen with all these computer generated? Well,
okay.
An AI generated image that appeared to show an explosion near the building of the Pentagon complex circulated on social media platforms on Monday, causing a drop in the U.S. stock market. Not even a real picture. And the market went down.
What market, though?
The stock market.
Why? Because they thought it was
They thought the Pentagon was under attack. A fake AI picture.
Where did that come from?
Circulated on the social media.
Where did it come from?
Well, I'm sure they're going to investigate.
Here's the thing.
The picture, which seemed to show a large cloud of smoke near the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense in Arlington, Virginia, quickly spread on Twitter, included on verified accounts. It remains unclear from where the image originated from. That answered your question. They still don't know.
Our government cannot find out where an image comes from. Where you got Russia hacking in on our Congress
listen to this.
Websites.
Meanwhile, Russia channels posted spreaded the AI generated image as breaking news. Explosion at the Pentagon. It went all the way to Russia and was put on their channels that our Pentagon was under attack. An AI generated picture.
Why are they not talking about this on CNN?
Thank you. The U.S. Department,
Fox News, CNN, MSNBC.
When you gonna see? Comover told you fake news. You don't believe what he said?
This is fake news. That's gonna
no, but he told you they only want you to see what. That's why there's mega people that want him in office. They don't believe anything. If you post whatever, they say, no, it's not true. Trump told us, don't believe anything. These people are liars. They only want to put out what they want to put out. I'm telling y'all, when the news media, CNN, when they do stuff like this, Fox News, fake. You knew that you didn't believe that this election was stolen and you reported it anyway.
Because the fake news usually does fake news.
On all channels.
So they probably faking that Biden won. So that's what they're trying to say.
The U.S. Department of Defense has confirmed that the image was a fake. The fire department on Arlington tweeted that it was aware of a social media report about an explosion. It said there had been no explosion or other incident and there was no danger to the public.
Because that would be breaking news. That would be a breaking news because people from Washington would definitely be on the news going, oh my God, there's been an explosion.
What happened was, again,
but my question
it went up on Twitter. But maybe in this case, you might be happy that the main news didn't say nothing.
No, but
that they probably called the fire department.
But going back to what you said earlier, I'm trying to understand if we got countries, Japan, China, Russia, and other countries that can hack into our systems, why can't our government know when something like this and where it originated?
Well, I don't know. They could probably find out later.
The movies make you sit and think,
right?
And TV makes you sit and think. They got this computer geek sitting there going, well, we found out that it's in Philadelphia. Their IP address is from this house on Main Street.
Two things could be true. One is that they know, but they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to know that they got that guy.
We all gonna go to that house and beat him up,
or they don't want you to know that they know what you're doing.
Okay,
that's people. We always say they listen to us on our phones.
You can't tell me that our country, as detailed as we are with hacking, computer viruses, all of that, you can say that you don't know where that came from.
Reports of an explosion near the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. said it's more than 3 million followers in a since deleted tweet. The incident highlights the challenges facing the spread of misinformation through AI, as well as verification on Twitter, since the platform overhauled its subscription service, Twitter Blue. So it don't even matter that you verify. If you're going to print a story out and it's wrong, what does verified mean? Fox News can be verified and put the wrong story out. Until last month, the platform gave out blue check badges to users whose identity the platform had verified. Under the new Twitter Blue program rolled out last month, individuals can pay $8 a month for a blue check mark. So this was out. This caused the stock market, and the people that nobody talks about it. The fact that a fake AI picture actually caused our stock market to go down.
I don't know how that happens.
Because they thought the Pentagon was under attack.
But what does that Pentagon under attack have to do with the stock?
Because it's too much for me to explain finances.
You know how the domino effect
It's a domino effect.
But another thing, too, is
you got a lot of foreign money and stuff into our stock market.
Once the government releases, because I'm sure they're gonna find out. We can't have a stupid government. Where this originated from, with the AI, who made it to put it together.
Right.
I believe if we change the law on how that person is treated, should hopefully slow down more of this that happen. If you throw the book at them and do really strict what do you call it when they're arrested and they're prosecuted, whatever. Really, where people go, oh, I'm gonna keep my image. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
That kind of thing needs to happen. People need to know there's some heavy consequences for this.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that's that one. Mike M. Perk says, hi, ladies. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
He told everybody to hit the like button. Absolutely, Mike.
Thank you.
Hit the like button. That's the only way that they know we here. When you hit the like button.
All afflicted.
All right, so we only got a few minutes. The donkey of the day. Charlemagne the God gives the donkey of the day every day on the Breakfast Club, and you always want to know. Lenore always wants to know
the days that you say
who the donkey of the day
when they
is.
don't have one, or we already talked about it. I'm like, oh man.
So today, Charlemagne the God gives Daniel Penny the donkey of the day.
What did he
now,
do?
Daniel Penny was the man who held Jordan Neely in a fatal chokehold, if y'all remember,
for a long time.
He says race had nothing to do with it with the New York Post reports. The Marine veteran who held an unhoused black man in a deadly chokehold aboard a New York City subway train earlier this month defended his action and said in an interview with the New York Post the killing had nothing to do with race. Daniel Penny, 24, told the newspaper he's deeply saddened by the loss of life amid what has become a contentious homicide case that has highlighted New York's handling of the homelessness. This had nothing to do with race, he told the Post. I'm not a white supremacist. I'm a normal guy. Okay? Now, the reason why, what's his name? Charlemagne gave him Donkey of the Day is because he said the stuff he said on the interview. He said, it's tragic what happened to him, Penny told the Post. Hopefully we can change the system that so desperately failed us. He went on to talk about the fact that he's not a racist. Anybody who knows him would say that he's not. His history doesn't show that. And it's comical to say that he is. Charlemagne took he didn't like the fact that he used the word comical. He's like, there's nothing comical about this. And you need to have a little bit more sadness when you talk remorse. Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't like how he came across on the thing.
Like a little bit of arrogance.
Yeah. And then he ended it. This is the part that sent Charlemagne over the edge. He said, my friends know I'm not a racist. Actually, before this incident was happening, I was actually planning a trip to Africa. He actually said that.
It's like those people that you said make comments to us about being racist, and they saying Tyrone, and they calling us racist. My best friend is black.
That's what Charlemagne said.
I got a best friend.
I'm not racist because my best friend is black.
I have a best friend. She's black. I'm going to Africa. I like that one. He never heard that one.
He said, I'm not racist. Because actually, before this was going to happen, I was planning to
on my way to Africa.
Charlemagne went on to say, you do realize, Penny, y'all was on y'all way to Africa when y'all brought us back here.
Thank you.
That's kind of the wrong thing to say.
I know. You do better just saying my best friend is black. He didn't have to go to Africa with that.
So we don't know. Again, I'm waiting on to find out the history of this man.
Oh my God.
I'm waiting for the trial to start. I'm not jumping.
It would have been better if he was married to a black woman and not said anything. Not said anything. Just say, you know what? I am not a racist man. And I just want y'all to know that. And then leave it at that. And then we were sitting with his wife. We were like, we'll figure it out. Oh, not to say that don't mean it is not.
He might as well say, look at my hair. Because look at his hair. It's curly and it's thick. He might as well say, how can I be a racist? Look at my hair. I had the same problems y'all had.
I have a black nanny. I'm not a racist. I got a black nanny.
Oh my God.
I'm going to Africa. I ain't never heard that one. That's funny.
Look at my hair. Do I look like a racist? That's what he should have said.
And chuckle. That's just comical for you to even say that I'm a racist.
People who know me know I spend hours on my hair, just like y'all do as black people. How can I be a racist? I use the same product that black man over there uses. He should have just said that. That's just as dumb as saying I'm going to Africa.
Oh, he has a trip planned to Africa.
That makes it even worse.
Especially South Africa.
I'm not a racist because I actually, before this incident, I was planning a trip to Africa.
Yes. Okay.
So the first thing is black people, we thinking, you planning a trip to Africa. What does that have to do with anything?
I gotta get up. I'm laughing so
Drink
hard.
your water. Drink your water.
No water.
Oh, go get some water. What is that? What is wrong with this man?
That's donkey of the day.
So Charlemagne, he said, I'm not going to say whether the man is racist or not because I don't know him like that. But I will say that was stupid to say. And to say it was comical to think that he was. It's comical to think he's racist.
Right.
He said, out of all the stuff that black men or people have gone through in this country, you choke out a black man on a subway and you think people shouldn't question whether you are racist or not?
And then the word comical, you took a life.
Why can't he, if he gonna get
somebody,
this is what he should have done. And I hate, he should have had PR training before he decided to get on and do an interview. Who is his attorney, for God's sakes? They should have made him do training in PR. He should have came on. He should have looked remorseful. He should have brought up the fact that I felt threatened. I felt the people on the train were threatened. This man, you guys, you wasn't there. So you guys don't know how we felt when he got on the train. And when he was talking about how he was hungry and he's going to eat and he don't care if he died or he go to jail or go back to jail or whatever, people started thinking, is he talking about he going to blow up the train with us in it? Like, I don't care if I die and I'm taking everybody with me. So when I put him in the chokehold, I don't know why I held him so long because he kept moving. And I felt like he was going to get up if I released it. So that's why I held him as long as I did. I didn't know that I was going to end up taking this man's life. I feel so bad for his family. I feel bad I feel bad that this whole situation happened. But what I can tell y'all, I'm not a racist. If you look at my history, look at how I am. I've never been in trouble with anybody. I've never done anything racist. Nothing. That's not part of who I am. My mom taught me to love everybody. Look at my family. Look at my mom and my dad and my sisters. And we don't come from that type of background. All I ask is that the American people look into who I am, who I work for. Ask the guys who was on the Marines with me. Ask the black guys who was on the Marines. Do they feel like and if I come off that way, I apologize. This was a misunderstanding and it should never have happened. But no, he wants to say it's comical that y'all think that I'm a racist and I was planning a trip to Africa. That's how you know I'm not a racist. Now I'm starting to question if he is. If that's the best he could come up with.
I can't laugh no more, so because my side hurts.
So maybe it's good he is talking. Because the more he talks, the more dumb he sounds, and more that you start going.
It's going to hurt his case.
Though. It's like, dude, maybe you are. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you are an idiot.
Yeah.
And are you a good Marine? Was he a good Marine?
You know, they always have they always make little jokes about Marines.
What about
military? As far as they not the smartest.
Oh, okay.
But we grateful for any of the armed.
So that's all I'm saying is just make sure that if he does do any more interviews, somebody needs to give him PR training because he failed that miserably.
Right.
Okay. That was it. That was your donkey of the day.
Okay.
He gave it to this nut job. And I was starting to feel, I was like, okay, well, he's a Marine and, you know.
He
and
opens his mouth and it makes him look worse.
Yeah, he's a Marine. And
people are starting to really believe what they were thinking.
And I felt like the most thing that was manslaughter was involuntary manslaughter. You thought you was saving somebody, you end up taking the person's life. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
And then the fact that we looked up and this man, what's his name, Jordan, had threatened people before. And I told y'all he was banging
he actually violated somebody.
Attacked somebody and was pounding on the ticket lady's door.
So he didn't have a good
and all
record
of that,
either.
And told her he was going to kill her. But all of that, I was trying to get a guy the benefit of doubt till we found out more about him. But then he goes on air and says something stupid. You know I'm not a racist because I was planning a trip to Africa.
You're going to make me laugh again. Gotta use that excuse. My best friend's black.
I told you you would have did better.
Africa. I'm not racist. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to Africa if I was racist.
When that's the last time y'all went to Africa. Y'all brought us back.
Yeah, I'm going to Africa. So just understand, I like black people.
Oh, what's her name? Claudia, just so you know, on you remember Claudia, on that the women's show, the black women, Claudia and all of them. Whatever. The women, the circle cocktails with divas. Remember that show?
Oh,
the cocktails.
Serena.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vivica.
Oh, okay. Got it.
She talked about, because remember I told you about people talking about the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And she said, well, she said something controversial, but I kind of agree with her. Well, she always say stuff controversial.
You agree with her?
She said, She said, y'all can't see a black mermaid in the sea. You can't see black people in the sea. But you didn't have no problem seeing them in the sea when you was bringing them over here on the boats and you was throwing them off. So if anybody should understand there could be a black mermaid, it should be racist. Think about all the people you threw off the boat that came over here.
I don't know why her mind went there.
Her mind went there.
I would have never thought that. Mm-hmm. What that got to do with black people in the sea being tossed from a boat from the...
She's saying that they can't see black people in the sea. If you didn't want to see black people in the sea, you shouldn't have thrown them over on the boats on the way over here. That's kind of how her point was.
Oh, wow.
She went there.
Stretched that one. I never would have thought that.
But I thought about it and I said, to a racist, yeah, I would say the same thing. To a racist. Now, if you're not a racist, you're a regular white person that's not a racist, then no, that doesn't pertain to you. Mm-hmm. But somebody who's a racist, you can't see black people in the sea. You didn't have no problem seeing them in the sea the other time.
I didn't think about that.
That's what she was saying.
I know Whoopi was saying cartoon characters and make characters like this. Mm-hmm. What do you call these characters?
Animated or something?
Animated.
I don't know.
She said, we even have racism with animation.
It's ridiculous.
She said, because something you think is originally what the white man showed it to be, it can't be no other color.
No.
And that's why I was saying some people get mad when they change that picture of Jesus with the blue eyes.
It's ridiculous.
He's not black. My Jesus is white-eyed, blue eyes, and brown hair. What? Because who told you that? So it's written down that the mermaid and Snow White has to be white.
Well, her name is Snow
Cinderella
White.
has to be white. I mean, who told us that these characters...
Snow White's name is white.
Yeah, it is. Snow. It can be Snow Black, and Snow is white.
She is Snow White. So.
Maybe not that character.
Right. All right.
But I do get it because our foundation has never included us.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that's it with him. That guy, okay. Daniel Penny.
You was long about that.
He gets the donkey of the day.
Okay.
Because he was going to go to Africa before this whole thing happened. So that shows he's not a racist.
Again. I'm gonna get a
All right. Don't forget our book, 101
I thought you would say 101 Dalmatians.
I was going to say 101 Dalmatians. That's our book. That's why we're millionaires. We don't have to do this. No, just kidding.
Okay.
100 family-friendly jokes.
All those things that be not.
That's right. 100 family-friendly jokes. The link is in the description. It's on Amazon. Mm-hmm. We're getting ready to put T-shirts up, so we'll have T-shirts and all kind of stuff. My hair product is coming soon. A lot of other stuff. Don't forget to join our membership. So you could get behind the scenes and lives that we're gonna do
personal
outside of this,
recordings of us,
and 50% off of our merchandise.
Yep.
So that was it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later, YouTube and Facebook and Twitch.